folks, Ben here from Lancasters, and I'm recording this on the 27th of May 2021, and we've just had confirmation that notice periods for landlords to give to tenants will be changing as of the 1st of June. So next week, 1st of June 2021, the notice periods will be changing. Now, as you all know, a little bit of history on this, regardless of whatever your historic contracts may have had in them, due to COVID, notice periods were extended generally to 6 months. Most of them were extended to a 6-month notice period. The world is starting to get back to normal, and that's the same for residential tenancies. So as of the 1st of June, there are some changes to the notice periods as we slowly start to step our way back to normality. So the changes are for Section 21s, Section 8 and Grounds 12 notices. They're your sort of general possession type notices. The 6-month notice period is now will be reduced to 4 months for any notices served on or after the 1st of June. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. If you want to know what any of these are, ask us separately, we'll explain those to you. For Grounds 8, 10 and 11, which are generally arrears type notices, different circumstances around arrears, your notice period will be reduced to 2 months notice. Okay, so 99% of all notices issued are these ones here. So in general terms, most of them will be 4 months. That is the notice that a landlord will have to give to a tenant to vacate a property. All right. There are certain circumstances where a 2-month notice will kick in, and also, interestingly, this will be in the real minority of people. But if you are in a situation where your tenant is in arrears of 4 months or more rent, then notice period is drastically cut down to just 4 weeks. Now, interestingly, that 4 months in arrears, you only have to be 4 months in arrears on the day you issue the notice. So if they then go and top up, pay another month's rent the day after you issue the notice, so they're only 3 months in arrears, that notice is still valid. Historically, that never used to be the case. It used to be a case of had to be 2 months in arrears at that point before you issued your notice, and if a tenant topped up a bit, then they were allowed to extend it, and it null and voided your notice period. They've been very specific this time, so good news for landlords who have got tenants who have really, swung the lead on the current situation, is that if your tenant is 4 months in arrears or more, the day you issue the notice, that 4-week notice stands regardless of how much they then pay you subsequently. All right, that's quite significant. Not that we ever deal with those personally, but just if you people out there, important to know. Okay, so in general terms, most of your 6-month notices are now down to 4 months. That is the lion's share of notices. Okay, as ever, landlords, if you've got any questions, if you're one of our landlords, you know where we are, and you can always talk to us. If you're not one of our landlords and your agent just isn't talking to you as much as perhaps they should do, why aren't you with us? But pick up the phone and we'll help you anyway. Okay, there we go. Ben from Lancasters. Glad to help.